the edge and back.
What's up YouTube, Chitro Gamer here with another Minecraft tutorial, and I'm actually just doing some fishing. However, there is a much easier way to actually fish, and that is to make a semi-automatic fish farm. Now I made a video earlier on this week in regards to how to just make a small fishing area, and as you can see there, I just caught a pufferfish. But yeah, there is a much easier way to fish, and a much more efficient way to fish, and that is to actually make an automatic fishing farm. Now I did not make this fishing farm, this automatic fishing farm. It is not my original. The original is actually made by a guy called Panda4994. Now he has some pretty awesome videos, and he was actually the one that I saw how to make this fish farm from. But it's a really good video and he uploads awesome stuff, so go check him out. But this is just my spin on how to make the fish farm, and a bit more in depth into what it does and how it works. So pretty much, as you can see here, this is the small fishing room tutorial area that I made a tutorial on for the previous video. But I'm just going to zip around to another area to show you where the automatic farm is. Now in here is where I've made the automatic farm. Now it just branches off that small fishing room that I made, and it is pretty much the exact same thing. You catch fish in the exact same way. There's nothing different. However, you can go AFK. So you can go away from your keyboard. You can actually sticky tape the right click button of your mouse down and go away for hours and come back and you'll have a crap load of fish. Now the reason for that is because this chest here will feed you rods. For example, if your rod breaks and deteriorates, it'll actually dispense you another rod, replacing the one that broke, so you can continue on fishing. Another thing is, this chest here will actually catch a fish. As you can see now, it is empty. However, in a minute I'm just going to show you how this system works. So if we go into this room here, this is where the actual fish farm is. So it is really small, really simple and really easy to use. Make sure you have this door, and that door ensures that when this dropper actually throws you the rods, that you do get it. Now I'm just going to fill my inventory with redstone so you can see that it works. So as you can see now, I'm just grabbing this redstone. Besides that bone that's there, I have no idea how that got there. But besides that bone right there, which I'll get rid of now, besides that, it is all redstone, and the pufferfish and the standard raw fish and my enchanted fishing rod. Now I actually did run this for about an hour, and I also ran a half an hour to test just to see how much, I guess, loot you would actually gain or how much fish you'd catch. And I used a fishing rod that didn't have lure 3, so I only had luck of the sea 3, looting 3 and unbreaking 3. And I made a tutorial, so the previous fishing tutorial that I made in regards to how to make that small fishing room actually shows you how to put these enchantments on the rod. So if you don't know how I did that, go check out that video, guys. I'll leave a link in the description. So essentially, in the rod that I used, I only used those 3 first enchantments there to actually catch the fish. And from my test, in the hour test, I actually got 57 raw fish. I got 1 enchanted book with 5 protection 3, 19 raw salmon, 10 pufferfish, 2 clownfish, a lily pad, a bow with power 4, and 1 fishing rod with unbreaking 3. In a half an hour test, I got quite a significant amount less, but it's still some pretty good stuff. I got 3 pufferfish, 19 raw fish, 7 salmon, and 2 fishing rods, 1 with unbreaking 3, lure 2 and luck of the sea 2, and 1 with luck of the sea 2 and unbreaking 3. I also got a name tag. So essentially, luck of the sea 3 allows you a higher chance of getting a more rare drop. So for example, you may get, instead of a raw fish, you get a pufferfish or something like that. Looting 3 actually increases the chance of you getting a rare drop as well. Unbreaking 3 stops your fishing rod from deteriorating and breaking as easily. And lure 3 obviously lures in the fish or the items that you can catch a lot quicker. So it helps in terms of the efficiency. Now I'm sure you may get quite a lot more if you have that lure 3 enchantment, as I didn't. I forgot to put it on. I forgot about that one there. Sorry about that, guys. But it is still really efficient. Now the way it works is, if you hit this lever here and place your fishing rod in there, it will actually start fishing. So all you need to do is hold down the right trigger, well, not the right trigger, sorry, the right click on your mouse, and it will continue to, I guess, throughout the rod and send it back in. As you can see there, a fish just got caught, and I still haven't let go of the right click on the mouse, and as you can see, the fishing rod is still moving up and down. However, the little lure or the hook is still bouncing there, waiting for a fish to come. Now I'll explain how this all works later when we actually make the circuit itself, but this is how it works. So I mean, it doesn't really take away the time in which it takes to catch a fish, however it does make it fully automatic. So that is the benefit of it. And for example, if your rod was to break, so say it's automatically going and then you're holding the right trigger down, and say the fishing rod breaks, so it's gone, bam, there you go, it sends you another fishing rod. Now obviously in the chest that I showed you earlier, you can fill that with enchanted fishing rods, normal fishing rods. If you're not as high a level or haven't got that enchantment level yet to add those enchantments, or may not have found the books or whatnot, you can even use an enchantment table to get these enchantments. But yeah, you can use whatever you want. But as you can see, every time your rod breaks, it will feed you a new one, as you can see there. Alright, so that's pretty much how it works, guys. I'm just going to show you now that chest that I showed you earlier, just to prove to you that it does work. I'll turn the circuit off, go out of this room, and there you go. They're the 3 rods that I threw away to demonstrate the self-feeding fishing rod, and there's the fish that I caught. So as you can see there, guys, the chest is now empty because it has feeded them all into the hoppers and the droppers over here, and they will feed you the fishing rods themselves. So now bear with me a quick second, guys. I'm just going to zoom over to the area because I organized pretty much a small area going through step by step of how to make this. So I'm just going to zip over there and I'll be back in a sec. Sorry about that, guys, I'm back and I've just flown over to the area where I've made the step-by-step demonstration of what I'm about to show you, which is the automatic fish farm. So pretty much in this chest here, I've placed everything you'll need. So I'm just going to get rid of all the items I have. So this is everything you'll need. For the first stage, you'll need these items. The second stage, these items. The third stage, these items. Fourth stage, these items. And fifth stage, these items. Now, it is best to have roughly, I'd say, a stack, so 64 planks. You can use whatever material you want. The planks are essentially just to make it look pretty. You can use whatever material you want. As you saw in the little house that I built it in, it was made out of dark wood. So I'm just going to quickly go through step by step of how to make this, guys. So let's begin. So first, grab those 4 chests, 7 hoppers and 2 droppers. And what you're going to want to do is replicate this area right here. So that is the first stage. Now to make that area there, what you're going to want to do is start off roughly in the middle of a blank area, dig 3 across, go 2 up, and then another 2 across from there. Now once you've done that, you're going to want to grab your hoppers. You're going to place 1 hopper there. Now when you do this, make sure you're facing that piece of stone there. Hold down shift and right click so the hopper's, I guess, spout is facing outwards, so out this way. Once you've done that, hold down shift, click on that hopper, and then come back here, hold down shift, click on that hopper as well. Once you do that, go up in the air and shift and click on that hopper up there so they feed into each other. Once you've done that, you're going to want to place a dropper. So place a dropper so it's facing up in the air, then shift click onto that hopper there so it's facing you, and then once you've done that, shift click on the hopper on the bottom area right there so that little nozzle there feeds into that dropper. Then once you've done that, shift right click onto that hopper and then do it again. Once you've done this, you're going to want to place your chests on the hoppers, so place 1 chest onto that hopper with shift click and place another one next to it. Once you've done that, dig out 6 blocks here and place 2 chests just there. Now I'm going to get rid of this pig because he's pretty goddamn annoying. Now move out of the way, please. Get down there. Thank you. So once you've done that, it should look like that. As you can see here, it looks the exact same there as it does there. Now once you've done that, you're going to want to move on to the second stage. Now the second stage requires a few more items, so I'm just going to get rid of what I have there, guys. And what you'll need for the second stage of this build is two stairs of any kind, that stack of 64 blocks, an iron door, and any piece of fence. So what you're going to want to do now is, as you can see, here's the framework of what we did, and we've added in a piece of fence just behind that hopper there. So to do that, I'm going to show you how to do that now. You want to come back to your building site and shift click that piece of fence onto there. Once you've done that, as you can see over there, there are some blocks surrounding it, so place blocks surrounding that area there. Now once you've done this, you're going to want to place a iron door. Now there's a particular way to place the iron door, and you don't want to place the iron door facing on. So you don't want to come to this area and place the door like that. You want to come side on and place it sideways like this. I'll show you what I mean now. So you're going to want to come on an angle like that and place the door there. So when you look at it from this direction, it is open. Now once you've done this, you can shift click and start building your area around the actual door like so. Now once you've completed that bit there, you want to grab your stairs and place them like this. So make sure that when you place them, they're facing inwards. Now once you've completed that stage, you want to grab some more blocks and then place them how I am right now. And you should end up with an area that looks like that. As you can see there, it looks the exact same there. Now once you've completed this, we are now going to make the circuitry for this iron door. Now the circuitry for the iron door will actually make the door open and close every so often. So what that will allow you to do is, when you're holding down your right click with your fishing rod, it'll make sure that while it's being held down, it won't keep sending the rod out and bringing it back in, sending it out, bringing it back in. It'll hold it there. So to do so, what you're going to need is the following items. You are going to need these items here. So 1 lever, 5 redstone, 3 redstone torches, and 3 redstone repeaters. So the stage that I'm going to be showing you now is this one right here. So as you can see, this is the simple circuitry just to actually make the system run. Now as you can see, the door will close once it's fully complete, and then when you hit the lever itself, the door will begin to open and close. As you can see there, the circuit is working and the door opens and closes every so often. So to do this, what you're going to want to do is go back to your main area, put your lever on this block right here, and then once you've placed your lever on there, you're going to want to get, once you've placed your lever there, as you can see there, you're going to want to put a block and then a piece of redstone underneath. So as I said before, keep that block of 64 on you at all times, and then once you've placed this block here, what you're going to want to do is put a piece of redstone below that. Sorry about that interruption, guys. My laptop decided to restart itself, which was kind of annoying, but I'm going to continue now. Now before I continue, I just forgot one more thing, and that is you will need 2 tripwires and a piece of string. And those 2 tripwires are to be placed right there, as you can see, and then the string attaches on to that tripwire. Oh, not there, sorry. Attaches on to that tripwire to connect them together. So sorry about that, but yeah, you'll also need the 2 tripwires and a piece of string. Now once you've done this, you're going to want to start placing a block behind this one here, like so. And once you've done that, place your redstone up like that, like you can see there, and also make sure the lever's down. So as you can see, the door's now closed. What you're going to want to do also is grab a slab. I forgot to mention this as well, guys. I'm terribly sorry. It's pretty late at night, but grab a slab, place that there, and you're going to want to put a redstone repeater down there like so. Once you finish this, dig this area out and put one of the torches there, along with 2 pieces of redstone around the side. So once you've done that, as you can see over here, you should end up with it looking like this from the side. Once you've completed this part, guys, we're going to want to put this repeater there and those 2 torches. So we'll start that now. So now you go over here, place that redstone repeater there as so, place a block there, place another torch on top of that, then place another block, then once again a torch, and then once you finish that, it should look like this. So that torch at the top should be unlit, as you can see there, and then you're going to want to place another repeater like so. Now once you've completed all those steps, guys, and you hit the lever, the door will automatically open and close every so often. Now the next step in this, guys, is to actually start to make the circuitry for this dropper right here. Now the circuitry for this is much more simple. Once again, I apologize for not mentioning that slab and those 2 tripwires. I'll put that in the description in case you forget. But yeah, once you've done that, that should allow the circuit to open and close the door every so often. Now once you've completed this stage, what you're going to want to do is finish this little area here, which controls the droppers and the automatic rods feeding into the droppers that will it'll control the fishing rods going to the droppers and then coming to you. And then also this dropper here and the one underneath there will catch the fish and send them to that chest. So what you will need for this part of the build are 1 redstone torch, 2 pieces of redstone, and 1 redstone repeater. Now the way you are going to want to make it is if you come around back to the front, you dig this area out here, you're going to want to put 1 redstone torch there, you put 1 repeater facing you and put it on the maximum delay, then grab another piece of redstone and place it there and 1 there, and that will control the dropper. So as you can see, the redstone circuit up there is controlling the door, and this one is controlling the dropper to every so often drop you a rod in case you were to throw yours away. So that's how to do all the circuitry and the main part of how it works. Now the next part that you're going to want to do is actually pretty much just the decoration and the adding of the door and the water. So what you need for that, guys, is a piece of carpet, whatever color suits the blocks that you are using. So as you can see that I just had there, I have brown carpet, a pressure plate, a bucket of water, the fishing rod to actually catch the fish, and a wooden door. So what you're going to want to do is obviously once again keep those oak blocks. I always get rid of them, but yeah, grab those oak blocks, put them on top here like so, raise it up there, put them along there, place it there, so all you see is this area here. And then what you want to do is place that carpet on top of there so you can't see that hopper, place the door in like so, put a pressure plate above this hopper here, and then place a bucket of water there. Now that will actually finalize your area. So now that's pretty much it. Now when you hit the circuit and go to fish, there you go, the automatic fish farm works. Now it will probably take a while for me to catch a fish, so I'm not going to show you like me catching a fish in this process. However, it does work as demonstrated in the tutorial that I showed you earlier in my actual house where I applied it fully. Now as I said, guys, make sure you fill this with as many rods as you can, and then your fish will get caught in here. Also, when you are ready to put it automatic, put any stackable item all throughout here with only 1 space left for a rod like I showed you before, and that's pretty much all you need to do, guys. Besides that, you can pretty it up a bit more if you want, as in I've sort of added a block there and a block there just so you can see, so you can't see the majority of the stuff. But I mean, if you really want, you can cover it all up. Just all you need to make sure is you see that lever, so maybe have that block there free, or I had in my thing these 4 blocks free there. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope this tutorial helped you out. Good luck with your fishing endeavors. If you have any questions, queries or anything, make sure you comment and I'll be sure to answer them. Take care, guys.